don't be screaming at me like that. Don't do that. You don't want these problems. I got 10 kids. You don't want to go through that. I got 10 children. I got 10. That's right. And people be asking me stupid questions. Wayne, how you had 10 kids? Hell, I don't know. Too much not enough Yeah, I couldn't pull out, man. My pull-out game ain't nothing, brother. If I tell you how to pull out tonight, don't listen to me. It's that tickler feeling they get me. I'm like, oh, damn, I'm about to pull out. Damn it, I did it again. And Plan B pills don't work for me. My last little baby came out with a Plan B pill in her hand. To my good try, daddy. Got 10 kids, 10, man, and thought I had 11. Yeah, during the pandemic, a girl I used to deal with in high school called me and told me her 14-year-old son was mine. Yeah, so I went to San Antonio, Texas to take the test. She came to the door, and she had turned to a he. I'm like, damn, now I got a whole baby daddy out here. I'm like, damn, who gonna pay child support? You need to man up. If you got kids, say, hey. If you don't got kids, say, hey. Hey, y'all stop trying to tell us how to raise our damn kids. You don't know these nasty, filthy children? I can't stand people with no kids to my, don't beat the kids, you got to talk to them. You don't, man, beat that goddamn child. You know, because these children now, they know they could call the people if you whoop them. My daughter Zaria, she threatened her mama all the time. She'd be like, if you whoop me, I'm gonna call the police. And we thought she was flexing, but her auntie Crystal whooped her. She called the police and Crystal went to jail. So you know me, I talk a lot of junk. I'm like, I said I'm a whooper, but I got too much to lose. She came to my house for Christmas break, heard she had been messed up in school. She walked in the house. I got 7 other daughters beside her. I said, y'all jump her right now. Figure it out. And parents, it's time to keep it real with your kids. Stop lying to them about they could be what they want to be. You know darn well your child can be what they want to be. How many of y'all children play sports, basketball, football, basketball? Yeah. I don't know who need to hear this, but it ain't the coach. Junior just ain't good. We don't need him in the game. Keep it real with your children, especially the mamas. Y'all be lying to them, hyping the children up. My oldest son, Tony, his mama be telling everybody all his life, Tony going to the NBA. That's a lie. I went to his game. This little Mexican boy crossed him up and said something in Spanish, Perro Caliente. Say, boy, you just got the salsa crossed out of you. Giving them shoes, you don't need them. My second oldest son, Tamar, his mama always told me, Tamar the smartest child in the world. Why? Because he makes straight A's? Let me tell you something. Just because your child makes straight A's don't make your child that smart. Tamar is not the smartest child in the world. Because for his birthday, when he was in the 3rd grade, I took 24 cupcakes to his classroom. Walked in his classroom, wasn't number 4 kids sitting in there. And I knew something was wrong because the little boy came up to me and I said, ooh, 24 cupcakes. I said, boy, if you don't get back, I'm gonna trip you right now. And people be trying to praise me about my kids. I was like, Wayne, at least you had all your kids. You ain't have no abortions. I'm like, you don't know me? Yeah, my first son, I gave baby mama $500 to have an abortion. She still had my son. Now, when I be seeing him, I be feeling bad. But like, boy, you don't even know. I had a hit out on you. I be wanting to know, do he feel it in his spirit? Is he gonna switch out on me like Tyree did Ghost on Power? For his birthday, I give him extra forgive and forget some. Keep it real. But to keep these kids today, these kids today, the hardest kids in the world is, I'm gonna say something about these kids today that all y'all scared to say. My kids and y'all kids, they all slow, let's be real. You ever looked at some of your kids and were like, you ain't gonna make it. I don't care how hard you try in life, you ain't gonna make it. I must have messed with your mama about a microwave. You was a radiation baby. These children slow, man. Y'all know these children slow. God know these children slow. That's why he sent them AI. We ain't have no AI. Only AI we knew was Allen Iverson. Man, these children are slow, man. They can't spell. They got Siri for everything. They type one letter and the whole word pop up. We have that. We had to learn. You know how long it took us in elementary school to learn that phone was spelled with a P? These children slow, man. Think about how much more creative we was then than our kids. Think about it. If we ain't have no trash bag in the bathroom, what we did? Get a grocery bag, figure it out. I know my kids slow. I told my daughters to clean up the kitchen, these teenage girls. I said, hey, we about to shoot some skits over here. I need y'all to clean up the kitchen. You know what she told me? She said, Daddy, we can't sweep because we can't find a dustpan. Girl, create a dustpan. Get a piece of mail, an envelope, a book cover, a shoebox top. Figure it out. She talking about, Siri, how you create? Give me that goddamn phone. Use your head. What's wrong with you? They slow. And they wasteful. We weren't wasteful growing up. We gave stuff second chances before we threw it away. If our batteries went dead, what we did? Put them in the freezer, see if God could do this one more time. I seen my daughter doing something that my mama would have knocked my head clean out my body for. I seen my daughter throwing away a bottle of lotion that wasn't ready to be thrown away. I say, hey, Malia, what you doing? She telling Daddy, it's empty. I say, girl, if you don't twist that pump off that lotion and take your hand. Get a knife and cut it in the middle. Girl, put the rest of that in the Ziploc bag. They slow, man. They ain't creative. And to all the mamas out there, don't let these children make you forget how smart and creative you are. Because you hang around these slow kids, y'all getting slow. My daughter, Kioma, she don't turn her mama slow. Kioma, 3 years old, she like to take bubble baths. She ain't got no bubble bath, she don't want to get in the tub. She ain't had no bubble bath one night. Her mama called me in a panic. Wayne, can you please go to the store to get Kioma some more bubble baths? She don't want to get in the tub. I say, what? I say, girl, if you don't go in that kitchen and get some dish detergent, run that water hot, take that bottle, and take your hand and... Girl, you got enough bubbles for tomorrow. And be careful what you name your children too, because you don't know if they're gonna add up to their name. Some of y'all be naming y'all children Heaven. I messed up. I got a daughter named Ernest, but she the biggest liar in America. Ernest 7 years old, but when she was 6, her tooth fell out. So her mama put the money under the pillow while Ernest was in the tub like the tooth fairy. Ernest woke up the next morning and told me and her mama, she said, I seen the tooth fairy come in my room and give me the money last night. I say, Ernest, you ain't seen no tooth fairy. She said, I swear to God on you. I said, girl, don't swear to God on me. I said, how the tooth fairy look? She talking about like a tooth? Man, get this girl out of here, man. But I love my kids though, man. If you love your kids, let me hear you say, hey. That's right. And if you love your kids and you want them to be successful when they grow up, keep it real with them when they're young. Pray it out. If you see something you don't like in them, if you pray it out, it'll leave. But if you ignore it, it's gonna grow with them like cancer. But some of y'all scared to see it in y'all kids. Why? Because that's y'all baby. But guess what? It's a lot of people in prison, and guess what? That was somebody's baby. See, I call it out of my children, I keep it real. I see something I don't like, I pray it out of my babies. I got a daughter named Christiana, but she ain't no Christian. Christiana, she a teenager now. She fast, she like them boys. Yeah. I ain't saying she a hoe, but hey. She ain't a hoe, she a hammer or something. And I know I ain't the only one with no hammers in here. If you got a hammer in your house, let me hear you say, hey. Our flavor's gonna be best. The rest of y'all who lying, hoes. Keep it real, man. See something in your children you don't like, pray it out early. My oldest son, Tony, what I don't like about him, he's too sensitive. He got mad, he get mad, he let words bother him. I say, Tony, you can't grow up letting words bother you, man. He got mad by the joke I said on my last special. He got mad, and the joke wasn't that bad to me, but it was true. The only thing I said, when I found out his mom was pregnant with him, I put a hit out on him. I said, I gave his mom an abortion money not to have him, and she still had him. He was like, Daddy, I don't like the way that joke made me feel. I said, how you think I felt? Hell, she kept the money. He was like, Daddy, that made me feel like you ain't want me. I said, boy, stop complaining, man. I could have pulled out. At least I gave you a chance. I said, if I would have pulled out, I would have wrapped you in a rag. Then I would have put you in the washing machine. Then that water go back to the ocean. You would have been swimming with the fishes, boy. It wouldn't have been Fine Nemo, it would have been Fine Tony.